Hi shitties, it's me, Eddie Stevens. You've just caught me doing a bit of house cleaning, sorry. The performance that I just witnessed in England versus Scotland was so bad, it drove me to do the unthinkable and clean my shitty house up. So that's what I'm doing. This is just a quick video to just give a very objective, emotionless response to that performance. You will have seen, most likely, a lot of brave faces, a lot of magnanimous responses to that defeat from the usual content providers. I'm here to just be honest and tell you that was as embarrassing of an England attacking performance as we have ever seen. There's no way around it. That was mini rugby levels of competence with the ball in hand. Players who, we know can pass and we know can catch, seemingly unable to do the most basic of rugby skills. And this is as bad as it gets, I think. I predicted a loss against Scotland. I actually predicted a bigger loss in terms of the scoreline, but I did not for a second expect to see that level of incompetence. In attack, the defence was mostly okay, except when it wasn't, and when it wasn't, it was really bad. But the biggest issue I have now is, we've got Steve Borthwick selecting a team and sort of describing his intents to create this attacking rugby plan, but I see no evidence for it. I see us regressing. Nothing seems to get better. It seems to get worse. I'm not sure what he's doing with selection, although his selections are not insane. I thought it was very unfair to bring George Furbank into a game of this magnitude. Again, I didn't expect things to go this badly, but I think any fullback would have struggled in that match, but would have probably been far better to have Freddie Stewart, who is tried and proven, at the back. This won't have helped Furbank's confidence. And England's confidence in general is kind of shot now. I don't know what the hell they're supposed to do about this. We've got arguably the two most dangerous teams up next. And again, I've never seen England look so lacking in abilities. And it's psychological. It feels like they had a bit of a good start, and as soon as Scotland scored, their heads went down and they were like, oh no, we're done, And the manner of that try to let that South African winger, Van der Merwe, once again dominate England. What is it with South Africans and England? We've become their bitches. It's like any South African coached team, South African national team, or team with a South African or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 in it, we completely fail to perform against. But yeah, it's not looking good for Steve Borthwick's England. I know that I'm being slightly reactive and emotional, but just, again, that's as bad as it's been, I think, ever for England in attack. And I can't really get excited about any positives, because the positives were things that you expect from England and that you should have, that you would expect from a tier 1 rugby nation. The attack wasn't good enough, and if this continues, and I don't see any reason to think that it won't, Borthwick will be out of a job at the end of this season. There's just no way. Can't come back from that. Anyway, hopefully he proves it. If you want to hear me get a bit more in detail about this, listen to my podcast, Rugby Rant Banter. I'm going to finish cleaning this house and eventually probably just burn it down, because that is the most cleansing thing that I can do, right? I'll incinerate it with myself in it. But I'll survive, I always do. Thanks for listening. Right into the